Biggest boss and I've been in Trillis. I'm a bigger problem when I click with Skrillex. Murder on my mind, it's time to pray to God. My revolver's not religious, the revolution's born. You wanna know my name, to go and tell us all. You wanna know my game, Suicide Squad. Pistol on my waist, I might make a mistake. Headshot, oh my God, am I crazy? Drugs every corner, this is Gotham City. Killer Croc, came to kidnap you to cut out your kidney. Ain't no mercy, got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose, so she know that pussy worth it. Flooded Rolex at the Grammy Awards. They still selling dope, that's those Miami boys. Killers everywhere, it ain't no place to run. Forgive me for my wrongs, I have just begun. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose, don't be begging for your life, cause that's a lost cause. High stakes, body armor, suicide, boy. It's the time for games and it's the time to kill. Make up your mind, baby, cause the time is here. Capital murder, capital letters. Yeah, she catching my vibe, but she can't fathom my cheddar. Need a couple gang members for these new endeavors. From this point on, anything we do together. Body on the corner, million in the trunk. 7 figures, I spend that every other month. Killers on the corner, talents in the clip. Build a palace out in Paris just to fill with bitches. Say my name and I'm coming with the gun squad. Everybody running, homie, there's only one God. Cocaine, white Ferrari, I'm in the fast lane. Every day was life and death, that's when the cash came. Count money, drug residue, even blood on it. He had it driving till I put my cuz on it. Kicking in the door, boy, the Suicide Squad. Needle in my arm, so I'm do or die for it. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Ain't no mercy, ain't no mercy. Got that purple Lamborghini lurking. Rose,
Well, that quieted down quickly. Had a nice hype intro going, and now it's chill. What's up, everybody? I got to work tonight, so no beer. But so turn down the headset audio a little loud in my head. So we are going to work on this again. I pulled the bad hinges off because they got absolutely wrecked. We bent the shit out of them. I had a poor alignment on them. So I picked up some new hinges. We got the layout set up against the wall. We went ahead and set it up here so that I can attach the hinges in the upright position. Let's see, I put some shims in there to give us a little bit of space. Let's see if we can see it. Yeah. So I stuck a shim in there to give us a little bit of gap while I install the hinges. Hopefully we get it to work out a little better this time. We don't wreck any more hinges. So, these are the new hinges we're going to use. They're, I call them a heavy duty gate hinge, so hopefully they work out better for us. Get everything, make sure I got everything set up right. Alright, cool. So, this should work out better. I hope. I really hope so. So I've also got There it is. Okay, so this is that center punch I was talking about last night. The spring-loaded center punch. So you might actually get a better chance to see how it works here with the way I've got the camera angled. See if I can get a better angle for you. Get my cords tangled up. Go. So I want that hole to be right there. So you just push this in. It's a spring in there, so it's hard to push. It gets that breaking point and it pops. Do it a couple times to get a good indention. Get the center of your drill bit in the hole. Get my shadow off of it so I can see. Alright. Now the drill bit won't walk. And when you're drilling metal, you don't want to drill too fast. You'll burn up your bit. The best thing to do is use cutting oil, but this is such a small hole and the metal's not terribly thick. You should be fine with this. So just take your time when you're drilling metal. Alright, we're in. Switch back over to the drill bit, or the driver bit. Where did I say? There it is. Set it up here. That should be good and secure now. Alright, now we'll do the same thing on this one. I've got this support in my way. Try to slide this wide out a little bit. We'll get this center hinging point, the pin, centered up with this gap here. Get this one started. Flip this back around. Pop one in up top. Alright, same thing again on this one. Going to run this one in at an upward angle because of where the hole is aligned. See, you see it pull that forward, so now we're well aligned. Nice and solid. Put this screw in, then we'll drill a hole in this one. Right through. All right, that should be it. All right, so back this camera up. I'll get this support leg removed. Then we can hinge it down. Make sure we're not going to mangle these hinges too. Yeah, it's holding itself up just fine, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't going to fall on me. So, the moment of truth. Seemed to hinge nicely. We did it. Oh, for your conference meeting? Conference call? All right, so we got it. A little heavy to try to pick up from one side, but the hinges are holding well. Very cool. All right. It's not terribly heavy to try to pick it up. It's not bad at all. So I'll set it back down. I'll get the shims out of it in the back side. I was thinking that I was going to need to get some kind of lift assist, like some heavy duty shocks or something like that, or some springs of some kind. but it's really not that bad. All right, these are the shims I was using to hold in there. So pull those out. We'll try hinging it up again and see how it acts. It's pretty secure. And I've got a decent amount of gap in the back of it that if we do decide during stream to do some trees during landscaping, that I don't think that they'll be too bad. I think this is going to be really cool. Awesome! I'm so happy that worked out. So now I need to figure out a way to make these legs hinge. Now, my dad and I built this, God, 15, 16, 17 or 18 years ago. We made the legs more secure by making them a pocket to sit in. And the way they're bolted in with this carriage bolt, they would normally be able to swivel, but I've got this block here that keeps it in place. I need to find a way to get that. Really don't want to take that out because that's the only thing holding this whole edge on. I need to come up with some kind of legs for this. Now the back legs are no longer necessary, so I can take those out. We can just take those out because they won't even touch anymore. So these are not necessary anymore. They fit really well. Ooh, I'm gonna have to do something with those legs up there. Hold on to these bolts, because I'll probably reuse those when I come to figuring out how to do a hinged leg. And these front legs are just a little short. Because when I set it down, it kind of sits at an angle. Let's try setting it down again. It's kind of tipping down this way. So I need to find a way. I suppose I could just take the legs out when I'm not using it and just stick them back in their pockets and throw the bolt through it before I set it down. I guess that would work. Rather than trying to do a hinged leg. Trying to do a hinged leg will take away from the structural integrity of it. So I also need to do a latch, so when it's folded up, it can't fall back down on us. Sits up there really well. I've realized I'm using the wrong leg over here. Dad had them numbered. I've got the number 1 leg and the number 2 slot. Get that sorted out. That's probably why I had trouble getting that bolt in that hole. So if I put the correct leg in that hole, see if it does a little better for us. Alright, that one's supposed to be number 2. Alright, that one's in the right spot. There's number 2. This should line up better. That washer needs to be on the other side. I've got these handy wing nuts that make it easy to do and undo. Bolts might be a little bit long. Does not want to thread on there well. There we go. Get this one set up. It's kind of a pain. This other wing nut. Use your head. I don't know. I'm still thinking I want to do some kind of hinged legs on this thing because this is a pain to try to do this every time. I guess that could work. Now these legs are still short. Try to think of some way that I can lengthen those legs a little bit. Let's try letting it down one more time. Yeah. Now, that's where I messed up when I was doing this. When I added the top plate yesterday, I didn't account for it when I was setting my height. So where the legs are set made the back end too high. So my difference should just be the thickness of this back plate, which is the thickness of a 2x4. So I should have another scrap like this. I got some other stuff here. Should be a little better. See the level. Still a little high in the back, but it's not bad. I could probably get some threaded feet or something I can put on there and make an adjustment with it. Get it perfectly level. So that's that. It's now hinged. Now I've got to figure out what I'm going to do to try to latch it up to the wall, you know, for safety reasons. All right. Yeah, I don't remember what all this wiring does, so I'll have to either figure it out, or I'm going to tear it all down, start from scratch anyways, so it doesn't matter too much. Or I've got to figure out what kind of layout I'm going to do. I'd like to do a full double loop so that I can run 2 different trains at once, but also have you know, some switches and yard in the middle, kind of like what I have going on here. Have some places to park trains. Really like to have a turntable, but I don't know that that's really feasible on this size layout because it's not very big. Alright, let's see about getting a latch on this thing, because I'm gonna need to take a nap soon so that I can go into work tonight. I suppose I could do something as simple as a chain. Have to find the studs again. Up top. And just do a short length of chain and hook it to here, or even just put a put an eye bolt in here that I can hook the chain to, or to the sides. Either way. Let's see, what did I pick up for a latch? I know I bought some latches, but I don't think they're going to work with how much it's standing off in the back. Yeah. I bought these slide bolt latches. But I don't know that I really have a good way to use this. I've got a good 4-inch gap back here. I think a chain just might be easier. Put an eye bolt and some S hooks or a carabiner. Let's see, it's only 12:45. Now I am curious about plugging this up and seeing if any of it runs. Let me see if I get power anywhere. Now some of this track broke off in the move, but I should still have power here and here. Let's see, where does this power run to? Okay, that runs somewhere in here. Let me run inside and grab a locomotive and see if I can make something drive on this. Let's see. Now, I grew up in Ohio, and Conrail was the most common railroad out there up in Ohio. So I have two different Conrail locomotives. I'm going to give them a shot and see if one or both of them may work. I need to try to remember how to run this thing. Feels like that's on there, right? Try it here. I got nothing. Huh, that could be why. Got no power running over here. see what this is supposed to be going to. That goes to this one. Well. I should be able to get something going here. See if I can power this up. Should give us some power. Alright, let's see. Well, looks like we got nothing. Which one is this? It's that one. Well, let's see if I'm even getting any power to the track. The track just might be that dirty that it won't run. Try to find my voltmeter. See if we got any power coming through here. Yeah, I've got power coming through there. But I have no power coming into here. I don't know if these tracks are so corroded. Or if I have a broken wire somewhere. I'm not getting any power. Yeah, I'm getting nothing. Alright, so we got some work to do on that vert. Alright. Well, I think that'll be it for today. You start getting ready to take a nap before work. Working all this weekend. I probably will do another stream on Monday or Tuesday where we'll get it secured up against the wall. And we'll also start stripping everything off of here. Get it all pulled off and we'll have a fresh start. Maybe we'll start laying out track again and come out with a new layout. Anyways, thanks for coming and hanging out with me today. I know it was a short one, but we got accomplished what I wanted to get done and what we weren't able to get done last night. So, thanks again for coming and hanging out. I will catch you all next time. Give me a follow on Twitter and you'll know when I'm going live. And if you give a follow on here on Twitch, you'll get an email to let you know also when I go live. That's alright, Silent. I know you were working. It's all good. So, it was a little short one, but we'll do a little bit more exciting stuff on Monday or Tuesday. So, thanks again for coming and hanging out. I will see you all next time. Bye.